Imagine this. You're engaged to one of the most adored women in the world, the internet has crowned you the perfect couple, and millions are counting down to your wedding day. But instead of picking out tuxedos and flower arrangements, you quietly put the brakes on the big day. Well, that's exactly what's happening with Tom Holland and Zendaya, and the shocking reasons behind this wedding delay will leave you questioning if we'll even see them walk down the aisle anytime soon. Before we squeeze today's juice, please subscribe to our channel. It costs you nothing, but your subscription means everything to us. We upload the most exclusive celebrity news every day before they go mainstream. We want you to know it first. We were saddened to see 99.9% of you are watching and coming back for more without subscribing. Please help this community grow by subscribing and sharing with your friends. It really motivates us. Feel free to leave a comment. Let us know how you feel, we're always looking forward to interacting with you. Welcome back to Celeb Juices, the channel where we bring you the juiciest celebrity updates, the wildest Hollywood speculation, and the behind-the-scenes drama everyone's whispering about. Today, we're diving deep into Tom Holland and Zendaya's love story, from their swoon-worthy beginnings to their surprise engagement, and exploring the real, alleged, and speculated reasons why Tom is reportedly putting their wedding plans on hold. We're talking career pressures, family influences, lifestyle differences, and even some whispers about disagreements behind closed doors. And remember, this is all gossip and speculation, but it's the kind of tea you'll definitely want to sip to the very last drop. So grab your popcorn, hit that like button, and let's get into it. Tom Holland and Zendaya's relationship is one of those rare Hollywood romances that actually feels genuine. No messy scandals, no public screaming matches, just two incredibly talented stars who seem to genuinely like each other. They met on the set of Spider-Man: Homecoming back in 2016. At the time, both were young, buzzing with potential, and still carving out their places in Hollywood. Tom was the fresh-faced British charmer stepping into one of the biggest superhero roles of the decade, and Zendaya was the Disney star-turnstile icon, ready to take on the world. From the very start, fans noticed their chemistry. Interviews were filled with inside jokes, playful banter, and those lingering glances that just screamed there's more to this. For years, they insisted they were just friends, but Hollywood insiders weren't buying it. And in 2021, the paparazzi sealed the deal with those infamous car make-out photos. From that moment, Tom Daya wasn't just a ship name, it was a cultural phenomenon. Fast forward to earlier this year, when rumors of an engagement started swirling. There was no flashy Instagram post, no press conference, just a few cryptic hints. Zendaya was spotted wearing a subtle yet stunning ring on that finger. Tom made some unusually romantic comments in interviews, and sources close to the couple started hinting that wedding bells were indeed on the horizon. Fans were ecstatic. The internet exploded with wedding predictions, everything from the dress designer to the guest list was debated in comment sections and fan forums. Many assumed the wedding would happen quickly, given how solid their relationship appeared. But here's where things get interesting. Instead of moving forward with full wedding planning, whispers began to surface that Tom was hesitant. Not ending the relationship, not calling off the engagement, just quietly pressing pause on the actual ceremony. One of the most common theories about this delay: career schedules. Both Tom and Zendaya are at the peak of their careers right now, and neither seems eager to slow down. Tom has been juggling multiple film commitments, and Zendaya is booked solid with major projects, from Euphoria to big-screen blockbusters like Dune. Now, on the surface, busy schedules might not seem like a huge deal. After all, lots of Hollywood couples make it work. But when you're planning a wedding that will be under a global microscope, timing becomes critical. Imagine trying to plan fittings, book venues, and coordinate with hundreds of guests while filming on opposite sides of the world. Add in the fact that both are perfectionists about their work, and you've got a recipe for postponement. There's also the question of whether either of them wants to take even a short career break for a honeymoon. Some insiders speculate that Tom, in particular, feels the pressure to capitalize on his current momentum in Hollywood before taking that kind of personal time. Let's be real, a Tom and Zendaya wedding would be the celebrity event of the decade. The level of media coverage would be insane. Paparazzi and helicopters, livestream speculation, fans camping outside venues, it's enough to make anyone nervous. Tom has always been more private than Zendaya when it comes to his personal life. While he's charismatic and warm in interviews, he's admitted in the past that he struggles with the constant spotlight. Some people close to him have hinted that he's worried about how overwhelming a wedding of this magnitude could be, not just for him, but for their families as well. There's also the risk of the event being overshadowed by the media circus. Imagine spending months planning your perfect wedding, only for the headlines to focus more on who wore what and which celebrity was feuding in the corner. For a couple that has worked so hard to keep their relationship sacred, that's a legitimate concern. Marriage is a huge step, even without the celebrity factor. And while Tom and Zendaya seem incredibly close, some sources claim Tom wants to make sure they're both truly ready for that commitment, emotionally, mentally, and logistically. Friends say Tom has been reflecting a lot on what married life would mean for him, especially with someone as famous and in demand as Zendaya. The idea of balancing two intense careers, potential future children, and a desire for privacy isn't something you rush into. Zendaya, for her part, has expressed in past interviews that she values her independence and isn't in a rush to settle into the traditional wife role. While that doesn't mean she doesn't want to marry Tom, it could mean they're both making sure the timing is right for them, not just for public expectations. Family can be a huge influence on wedding timelines. Both Tom and Zendaya are extremely close to their families, Tom with his tight-knit UK roots, Zendaya with her strong support system in the US. Some speculation suggests there may be differences in opinions about the wedding, where to have it, how big it should be, and which traditions to honor. With Tom's British heritage and Zendaya's American upbringing, there might be cultural compromises to consider. And let's not forget, when two high-profile families come together, there are bound to be a lot of opinions. Insiders claim that while everyone is supportive of the relationship, not all parties agree on the how and when of the wedding. And for a couple who wants things perfect, even small disagreements could push the date back. This might sound strange for two people with massive net worths, but even celebrity couples think about finances, not because they can't afford a wedding, but because marriage changes financial dynamics. With international properties, brand deals, and ongoing projects, Tom and Zendaya's finances are more complex than most. Some sources say they're taking time to work through legal details like prenups and asset arrangements, things that are smart to handle before saying I do. There's also the lifestyle factor. Both have different day-to-day rhythms due to their careers. Blending those into a shared life, especially with homes in different countries, takes planning. Here's where it gets really juicy. Some whispers suggest Tom and Zendaya may not be on the exact same page about the type of wedding they want. Tom reportedly leans toward something more intimate and private, perhaps in the English countryside, while Zendaya is rumored to love the idea of a glamorous, star-studded celebration. Neither preference is wrong, but if they can't agree on the vibe, that's a recipe for delays. Then there's the guest list drama. Who gets invited? Which A-listers make the cut? Who sits where? In celebrity land, these decisions can be political and stressful. Both Tom and Zendaya have dated other people in the past, and while those relationships didn't end in public disaster, they still shape how they approach commitment. Some insiders suggest Tom in particular wants to be sure they've fully addressed any lingering insecurities or fears before locking things in for life. He's reportedly very protective of what they have and would rather delay the wedding than risk rushing into something that could create cracks later. Of course, the internet has had a field day with this. Fans are split. Some think the delay is a sign of trouble, while others believe it's actually a sign of maturity and love. After all, taking time to get it right isn't a bad thing. On social media, theories range from they're secretly already married to they're breaking up. Neither has been confirmed, and both Tom and Zendaya have stayed remarkably quiet, which only fuels the speculation. So, is Tom Holland really delaying his wedding to Zendaya because of cold feet, or is it simply a smart, calculated move to protect their relationship? We may never know the full truth, but one thing's for sure, every time these two step out together, the world is reminded why they're Hollywood's favorite couple. What do you think is going on behind the scenes? Is Tom Holland just being cautious, or is there something bigger at play? Drop your theories in the comments. I read every single one. And if you love keeping up with all the latest Hollywood gossip, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Celeb Juices, and turn on notifications so you never miss a drop of tea. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.